Hey everyone, Tenebris here. So originally I was not going to make a video today, but because this topic is so important and so, relevant to what I talk about on my channel, I think it's definitely due that I do touch on this at least a little bit. But this is a very important topic, and this topic is actually so important and so crazy and so just like out there that I actually might get banned off of Hypixel for simply talking about it. And Simon, if you're watching this video, just know I have no ill intentions here. I just want to talk about the situation. I do not have any ulterior motives. I'm not trying to go after Hypixel here. I just want to talk about the topic. So what is causing the whole community to basically blow up right now, especially on Twitter? Well, there's a Hypixel helper, a new Hypixel helper, who I'm not going to name, but you guys can probably see on screenshots. His name is also all over Twitter and stuff, who's basically been accused of cheating. I'm going to show the evidence later in the video, but before that, I want to give a little backstory on why this is causing so much controversy and everything. So there's a Twitter user by the name of NerkOG. I'm pretty sure he was a pretty normal Hypixel player up until this point. He was just a dude. And he made a tweet basically showing that he messaged this helper, "Hey bro, congratulations on helper." Then the helper replies, "Thank you." And he replies, "Now you can constantly fly and never lose. Hashtag undefeated." And he ended up getting banned for 7 days from the server. His previous ban was like 90 days, and his new ban is 7 days for user disrespect. Okay, now just completely removing the fact that, whether or not this dude was cheating, completely ignoring whether or not this helper was actually cheating. So let me get this straight. A user called out another player because, it's a staff member, right? But a user called out another player for cheating, and that player happened to have permissions to punish the user for calling them out and ban them from Hypixel for calling them out. Now, I'm not sure if there's other context to this. I'm not 100% sure. I've not looked into it. But based on this screenshot, he's basically been banned for calling out a staff member of Hypixel for cheating. In my opinion, that is absolutely insane. How is it remotely, how is that even a remotely good thing to do? That makes your server look horrible. It makes your staff members look like they actually are cheating. Why would they get so mad at an accusation if they weren't actually cheating? There's just so many things wrong with it. And the fact that, you can't even call someone out for cheats without getting a ban is absolutely insane. Oh, and also, just as a quick correction, obviously, it wasn't the helper himself who banned him, but definitely someone who was directly associated with the helper who did it. So it's still equally insane. Okay, now with all of that being said, and all of that context basically established, I'm just gonna come out and say, anyone sending harassment to this dude, or just taunting him for no reason, is actually really messed up, and I totally condemn that, 100%. I'm totally on Hypixel's side when it comes to that. So he replies, "We investigated replays, reports, and the individual even recorded most of his gameplay." Okay, first of all, there's a lot of issues with what Hypixel's saying right now, but I'm gonna just keep reading the tweet. "Everything is fine. If you guys keep harassing, I will be personally issuing bans and wipes across the board for harassment." So I'm not 100% sure what Hypixel means by harassment. Obviously, anything that isn't just direct accusations of cheating or anything like that, in my opinion, could be considered harassment. And I definitely think that, if there is harassment, which I think that there probably is, going towards this particular helper, even if he's cheating, even if he's not cheating, it doesn't matter, that should be condemned. However, I'm not 100% sure if the accusation itself is considered harassment. So some guy on Twitter named Resourcefulness says, "Simon, it isn't him becoming the helper that's the problem anymore. It's the censorship. Some people are getting bans for accusating, which is ridiculous on its own. My forum post about the censorship was deleted within 5 minutes. It's not just us at fault." Which then Hypixel replies to by saying, "Imagine being unjustly harassed nonstop. At some point it has to stop. If you have reports to do, use appropriate reports so we can look at it. Public harassment/shaming deserves bans." Okay, so basically, from what I'm seeing right here, Hypixel is basically making an equation. He's basically saying that public shaming is equal to accusation. I could be completely wrong, but that's what it seems to me. So essentially, we're now entering an era where you're not allowed to call out anyone for cheating, because if you call out anyone for cheating, that's all of a sudden, public shaming, because public shaming in general just is a very broad definition. And also, they have no systems in place whatsoever to take care of these closet cheaters who have been on the server for literally years. There's people flying around at the speed of sound, speed of light. See my 2 videos ago. Literally like flying around at the speed of sound in the air like a freaking airplane on the pit, completely bypassing Watchdog. They have regen hacks in the pit. This is a complete disaster. I have no words for how crazy this whole situation is. And, like, this is completely not to say that any kind of, like, harassment or, like, actual harassment towards this helper is justified. It is not. Absolutely not. Like, there is no way in hell I would ever, say that harassment towards a helper is okay for any reason at all. Absolutely not. So Mafau, who's been in a few of my Ranked Scours, I think, videos, he's actually submitted a bunch of clips for my Ranked Scours Exposed series back in 2017, 2018. He replies, "No disrespect, Simon. I admire everything you've done and your attitude towards dealing with your server, but I really do believe that he's been cheating, even if he isn't at the moment. I recorded evidence of him using a hack called Keep Sprint, which is basically a hack. Well, obviously, when you attack someone, you slow down. It prevents you from slowing down. It's basically an advantage. Earlier this year, recorded him during early January. I'm making a support ticket now, and I will do my best to explain how he's cheating in these videos. Not to sound cocky or whatever, but I know my stuff and what closet cheats this specifically looks like." So Mafau's there with a perfectly reasonable argument. He just happens to believe that this helper is cheating. He's just trying to get, this helper, demoted if he's cheating, and he's trying to actually help out Hypixel. Simon replies, "I have looked at the so-called proof for hours now and found nothing. I even have server data and more. You better have solid proof because I wasted too much time already." Okay, so first of all, I'm not 100% sure how advanced Watchdog is, but I do know for a fact that the hack Keep Sprint is kind of interesting to detect. It's not really a straightforward method, so maybe they have a check for it, maybe they don't. Like, I'm not 100% sure if I even trust the Watchdog data, considering the fact that there's people literally flying at the speed of sound like an airplane in the pit. There's people flying on Skywars. I was just trying to play Skywars like 2 days ago, and like literally in a third of the games I was playing, there's some dude who's like flying around, just pew around the map, pew, here he goes. He's flying around. He's like a freaking airplane. So I'm not 100% sure if I actually trust the Watchdog data here, but apparently Simon does. So I mean, okay, I'll say I 100% trust the Watchdog data. And this dude was not cheating. That doesn't necessarily mean you should ban someone for hackusating. Like, what? That makes no sense. And like, there could be context here that I'm missing. There could be something here that I'm missing. And if there is something here I'm missing, let me know, please. Because as far as I can see, I've seen nothing. So a Twitter user named Asa says, "Not to undermine you, Simon, but I don't believe so many people would be calling him out if there wasn't at least some very good proof behind the accusations. A lot of the players that are calling him out are rather notable, known players too," which is actually true. Mafau is a very known player. And he goes, "Still waiting, period," as if like there wasn't any proof. He hasn't seen any proof. And then Asa replies with a tweet to Mafau where he says he's basically sent proof to managers, and there's another reply to this tweet which has a link to basically 5 different YouTube videos of this helper cheating, and we're going to be looking at those videos now. Okay, everyone, so we got this main video here, and we have 5 other clips that were posted on Twitter, and we're going to be going through these particular videos very slowly and very carefully, and we're going to try to make a determination with the evidence that we have right here as to whether or not this helper was in fact cheating. Now, if the answer is yes, this does not allow you guys to harass this dude or, go after him or anything. If the answer is no, obviously don't do the same thing. There's no difference. There's still an issue with this person being punished for basically hackusating. That's pretty much already been said. Anyway, here's the video right here. So I'm going to mute the audio really quickly. This is a collection of clips of this helper. It's actually pretty hilarious because he's being accused of cheating in PvP Run, which is not really the most competitive game mode that there is, but we're going to watch this anyway, so let me play the clip. Okay, so obviously that's the helper right there, who is disguised, and he just killed someone, and now we're going to watch the clip. So obviously he does a double jump here. That's completely normal in this particular game mode, but I want you guys to watch this clip. Now this is the clip, or the part of the video where it's very suspicious. I'm actually going to slow this down. I think it's already slowed down, but I'll double slow it down right here. Take a look at this particular hit. Okay, so obviously this is a little weird, okay? I'm not saying that this is 100% cheats, but I will say that this hit is pretty weird. You know, if I saw this, if I was a staff member on a server, and I saw this, if I was on my main club, I'd probably check the dude's logs. I'd probably be like, is this dude cheating? Let's see. And, you know, it just doesn't really make any sense to get this type of hit, but let's keep watching. So he gets that hit. This dude gets knocked back, obviously. And then it cuts to this clip here. We're going to watch this clip. Let me actually speed it back up. All right. Now watch this, guys. Okay, so he looks like he's kind of b-hopping around. It does look kind of strange. Not gonna lie. It looks like maybe air control. There's a different cheat. Not b-hop, but there's a cheat called air control, which is basically a b-hop that doesn't make you move faster. It helps to bypass anti-cheats. But it could also just be him jumping. It could just be, you know, the double jump. That's normal. So the people who are saying that he's b-hopping in these clips, I don't necessarily agree with. But we're actually gonna keep watching this. So okay, so right here is the clip I actually want to really highlight. And this is probably, if there is evidence of this helper cheating, this is probably the most damning clip. Okay, so this dude is right here. The helper obviously ticks before he actually gets the attack. You can see his head is basically looking this way, right? He has not swung his sword yet. He jumps here, and he swings his sword while looking this way, and damages the other player who's down in the right, or down the right hand side, without looking at him, basically. Is this hitboxes? Yes. Could it also be lag? Yes. This is the problem with third person evidence. It's very hard to tell if someone's actually cheating or if it's just lag. So I will say that this clip is extremely sketchy. Can I say it's 100% cheats? No. But can I say that this clip with the other clip, you know, wouldn't or shouldn't, you know, warrant at least some suspicion about this dude cheating? Absolutely not. Like, there's absolutely no way I cannot be suspicious of this helper. So the guy who was accusing him on Twitter is completely justified with what he does. So we're just going to speed this up one more time and keep watching it. So yeah, that's a strange hit right there. And then obviously he comes back here and gets this hit. Watch this really quickly. Take a look at this, guys. Look at this right here. Oh, there we go, right there. So he's down. He's way down below this dude. And this is actually some of the most blatant proof I think I've seen so far. Now that I'm actually looking at it, he's legit. Like, actually, hold on. Let me go back a little bit and rewatch that, because that hit in particular seems, you know, almost impossible to me. Okay, so this dude's velocity is moving this way. He's moving, like, you know, towards the center, kind of. This helper down here is moving upwards and kind of towards this other dude. But we're gonna watch this really quickly. Okay, let me do, dude. There's, okay, I'm sorry, but like I'm looking at this now. I am going to say that this dude is probably cheating at this point, because this, look, I don't want to incite any harassment or anything towards this helper, but this particular hit is absolute, like, okay. If you can show me someone getting this hit legit, I'll be like, okay, you know what, I was wrong. Okay, you know, maybe I was completely wrong about this accusation. But dude, seriously, like, what is this? How is this possible at all? Okay, so that oh boy, guys. Okay. So I kind of came into this, you know, kind of with the idea that I would probably conclude that I wasn't 100% sure if this dude was cheating. But I would say that I'm pretty sure that he's cheating. And obviously take this with a grain of salt. You know, it could be the case that this is just some, like, these are just some messed up clips. Maybe this dude isn't cheating at all. Maybe that he has, like, really high ping. Okay, like, I'm not saying that that's going to explain everything here. But I would say that there's a, you know, greater than 50% chance that this dude is cheating. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Let's keep watching this clip. Okay, so this right here seems to be completely possible. He obviously turns to attack this other dude. So this particular hit is completely possible, legit. This isn't really proof, in my opinion, of him cheating. And right here, he tries to slow it down to see it, like to show him basically attacking someone behind him. This, again, in my opinion, isn't really proof of him cheating. It could be hitboxes, but I've seen people do this type of thing legit before, so I would not be surprised if that was completely legit there. Same with all of these hits here; those are completely possible. This hit is also possible. I'm not sure why this is slowed down, but he's clearly looking in the hitbox, like when he gets that hit. So he's looking at him basically. I highly doubt that hit is impossible. This hit as well, he basically just looks kind of laggy in this hit, in this clip right here. I don't see anything wrong with this. This particular clip, though, is the clip that I actually, had the most attention towards when I first saw it. And we're going to slow this down right here before we even play it, because this seems to show some sort of reach. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are ready for this. Watch this. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it and pause it. So he lunges forward towards this dude. He's taking KB from his original hit. So this dude is already moving backwards at a very high speed because he's taking knockback from the hit. Okay, now watch this. Ready? Ready? Okay. His damage timer has run out. Now he's able to be attacked. This dude is lunging towards him. Watch when he gets the hit. What? Dude, okay, so this is so far away. Like, you guys don't understand how far, like, anyone who's remotely familiar with, like, reach hacks and how they look, like, this is a really far distance to hit someone from. And not only that, this dude is actually above this guy, meaning that his vector would actually have to travel, like, even farther to intersect with this dude's hitbox. So, yeah, very sketchy, very, very, very sketchy hits in this particular video. Obviously, I can't say 100% that he's cheating. However, this does look really freaking weird. It looks extremely suspicious. There's no way to prove 100% that this dude's cheating without some sort of server-side logs or anything. But this is really weird. Okay, this is very weird. We also have these clips from Mafau. We're actually gonna watch them. Let me actually speed up this clip right here. And this is apparently to show that this dude is apparently using keep sprint. And you can see that it seems like when he attacks someone, he doesn't really slow down. But, keep sprint is really weird and kind of odd to prove. I'm not 100% sure what's going on with Mafau's screen here. But keep sprint's a little weird to prove on the server side. And because of that, it's really, really, really weird to kind of, make an accusation based on like a few clips of someone using keep sprint. However, there is some weird hits that, you just saw the hit right there. That's kind of strange. That was already shown in the other video. But yeah, there's basically these 5 clips right here. Here's another one. Tracy Michael is the most skilled helper on the network too. You can see pretty strange occurrences in this entire clip. Like, for example, right here, he kind of just like looks like he's just using Killer or some sort of hitbox mod and basically not slowing down when he hits someone. And there's basically 5 of these, and I'm not going to go through every single one, but you guys are going to be, I want to put them in the description, and you guys can decide for yourself if he's cheating. The proof I've seen so far, I would say that there's more than a 50% chance that this dude's cheating. I would not say, I cannot say with 100% certainty that he's cheating. However, this is some of the most suspicious activity I have seen. If this is a normal player, I probably would have included him on some sort of Ranked Skywars Exposed series if he was unranked or something. Because this is really strange stuff. Alright everyone, so that's pretty much the review of the proof I'm going to do in this video. I'll put a link in the description to all of the videos. Not all of them I went over. Obviously, I just went over that main one with the most blatant proof. So you guys can decide for yourself whether or not this dude's cheating. So yeah, just as a conclusion to this video, number 1, harassment towards anyone in general is not okay. Do not go out and harass this helper or whatever. Accusations are not harassment. The guy who accusated him, given that assuming that there's no other context to what he said, getting banned from Hypixel is completely wrong. Hypixel's response is okay, I guess, but he could probably have done better. And overall, I would say that it's likely that this dude is cheating. But, once again, I can't say with 100% certainty. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on this video, buy my Badlion Client cape in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.